Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to the episode of Marvel Tuesday. In this episode, what I'll be talking about, of course, is, hold on. Let me get my pencil. Well, most topics. And what I'm saying, of course, we're going to be talking about the cast, the MCU, and of course, another Marvel actor joining Chris Pratt, who is famous for Star-Lord and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, joining Jurassic Park 3. Well, along with the Jurassic Park 3 actors, Laura Dern, Sam Elliott, and of course, the Grandmaster himself, Jeff Goldblum. Well, of course, he is famous for Jurassic Park. And after he played the Master, the Grandmaster, he's also Jeff Goldblum himself on The World According to Jeff Goldblum, now available on Disney+. But unfortunately, I crossed off one of them because it's past due. But here we go. Alright. Now we got the MCU update with Kevin Feige. Talking to the New York. He was at New York at one time. Well, I know everyone's at a woke situation. Because, it's the woke situation with Marvel, Phase 4, but I don't care much for that right now, but, I don't care for that, just I only want to focus on story and, character-wise, I meant, and character, but that's for another, when SJW Watch comes back. However, Kevin Feige did tell the NYFA that the Doctor Strange sequel into the multiverse, it turns out it's going to have scary elements, and some of them have speculated, even me, that it's going to be a horror movie. However, it turns out to be not a horror movie. Well, sure, it's going to have scary elements, but this will not be a horror movie. It's going to be it's just going to involve humor. It's Doctor Strange 2, it's just going to involve humor. That is all I had to say, of course. And he confirmed the NYFA that this sequel to Doctor Strange is not going to be a horror movie. Although, this next one I'll be talking about is, of course, my thoughts on the trailer for New Mutants, the last one under the Fox banner, or 20th Century Film, or 20th Century Pictures. Yes, I was gonna do a breakdown on the topic. Of course, and I'll be like, we don't need no education. Which is like a remix of it. A cover by, of course, well, it's originally by Pink Floyd from their album, the soundtrack, The Wall, which became an R-rated successful R-rated live-action animated film. And unfortunately, the Nostalgia Critic, however, even though I do like Corey Taylor in that review, but of course they have issues with copyright. And everybody, has a problem with The Wall. But back to the trailer. I thought this one is going to be a last-ditch effort. Because this one, however, Dark Phoenix, to be honest, didn't try hard enough. Because of the reshoots, after reshoot, it's over. They're done. They're hanging it up now. Zoinks. Zoinks, Scoob. It's Godzilla. Like you said it, Scoob. Oh, no, wait. New Mutants. I thought this one will not be saving grace. Because after a reshoot and delays, this is not going to help with their case. Of course, this is going to be the last film under the 20th Century Pictures banner. Well, they removed the word Fox because now they don't own Fox Sports 1, they don't own Fox Sports 2 or Fox Sports Southwest or Fox News because they already have ABC News, they already have ESPN. Well, they already own ESPN. And they own Nat Geo. They own Fox. And they own ABC. They own Star Wars. They own Marvel. But, however, I am going to say, of course, that we're going to include the New Mutants. But this one, I'm just going to say again, this is not going to help with the case. But this is why we call this, after Logan, the Curious Case of, with the exception of Deadpool and Logan, the Curious Case of X-Men films. Ever watch the Curious Case of Benjamin Button? You take the franchise, like if they were born an old man, and then die like a baby, or die as a, or of course, die as a sperm. But, that was the Curious Case of Benjamin Button. But this franchise, this is the Curious Case of the X-Men universe. Of the X universe. But, but this is going to be the last one, which includes fellow Game of Thrones actress, Macy Williams. Macy Williams of, who plays Arya Stark. Even though that scene she was in was kind of controversial because of her character's age, but in real life, she was in her 20s when it was filmed. She was in her early 20s. But, I had enough talking about that. Let's just move on to the most wonderful thing that's going to happen, even if it's kind of messed up, or effed up, as Deadpool would like to say. I was originally going to do one with Black Widow, however, but the college football finals is over and LSU beating Clemson. Just want to say congrats to Clemson on a hell of an effort, and LSU for being the next undefeated team. And also beating my least favorite college football team, Alabama. They don't deserve to be in the playoffs, and they don't deserve to be in a bowl. They deserve to fail. Just like with the Patriots, they deserve to fail. But back to Marvel, it's Deadpool related. We're going to begin first with one of Deadpool's producers left the MCU after Deadpool Marvel Studios planning. And her name is Emma Waltz. Emma Waltz. No relation to Christoph Waltz, the actor who played in Django Unchained and The Legend of Tarzan, alongside with Nick Fury actor himself, Samuel L. Mother Effin Jackson. Because, he was the good guy on Django Unchained, but he was the villain on The Legend of Tarzan. And as for Samuel L. Jackson, he was the bad guy on Django, and he sided with the hero of who is the title character, Tarzan. But other than that, let's get back to what I was trying to say. So unfortunately, Deadpool has exited the MCU, and this is not going to be. The producer. Deadpool, however, will be the saving grace of Phase 5. If we get play for Phase 5, that'll be the saving grace. And Marvel Studios will have the logo, and will flash to black, and left the letter R behind the logo red for restricted. For restricted mean the Marvel R brand. Which means it'll be restricted and it will not be for kids. It's going to be for adult-oriented. Sure Disney do not want a M-rated Star Wars game, or, of course, an M-rated or an R-rated Star Wars movie. But they got a TV-14 Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian. But, however, they are okay with Deadpool being R-rated. So, they say this is an opportunity for a Marvel R brand. And now we gonna get to the nitty-gritty with Deadpool. With his feud with Hugh Jackman, of course, which ended in respect. But their feud is back. Their fiery feud is back with, of course, Ryan Reynolds. With Ryan Reynolds making some diss about Hugh Jackman, the Australian who is famous for Wolverine, and of course has his hand on Logan. Even though some people want him to be Wolverine one more time to go off against Deadpool. But yeah, I think that is a good idea. Just saying, of course. And now we're gonna end everything with MCU related topics. I'm Coyote Blizzard, and you're watching. And we're sorry to interrupt this broadcast system of Marvel Tuesday, but we have breaking news. Bob Iger, CEO of the Walt Disney Company, has left. Announced he'll be stepping down as CEO and replace him with Bob Chapek. Yes, I know some of them have no love lost for Bob Iger. Ever since with Star Wars and Marvel, with Captain Marvel, and now for the upcoming Pixar film, Onward. But however, involving one of the force diversities. But everyone here is probably celebrating right now. But however, I am going to say, of course, that we are, of course, I will bring you this update. And now back to your regularly scheduling podcast program. Okay, guys, we're going to finish this out with everything MCU. First, we're going to begin with a non-MCU actor joining the MCU actor for Jurassic World 3, which completes the trilogy of the Jurassic World franchise, or Jurassic Park franchise. And then, of course, and then, of course, I have the Jurassic Park trilogy with, of course, he's joining Chris Pratt, who plays Owen, not Owen Lars from Star Wars, but Owen, forgot his last name, in Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. But he's joining them in Jurassic World 3, alongside with Sam Elliott, who had a cameo in Thor Ragnarok, Laura Dern, who of course won the award for Best Supporting Actress in The Marriage Story. I thought she was going to win that for Little Women, because she was in that movie. She would get nominated for, of course, Best Supporting Actress in Little Women, which is based on a novel. But, however, I am going to say, of course, that I'm going to be really going to mention this is, of course, he's also joining the Grandmaster himself, Ian Malcolm, and Jeff Goldblum himself from the Disney Plus original, The World According to Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum. Yup. Try saying that 5 times fast. With Jeff Goldblum from himself from Disney Plus original, The World According to Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum. Like I say, try saying that 5 times fast. But at least those are the 3 from Jurassic Park. Well, okay. Laura Dern and Sam Elliott are not on. Oh, wait, Sam Elliott? Wait. Oh, Sam Neill. Oh, Sam O'Neill. Oh, sorry, Sam Elliott's the one with the handlebar mustache, and of course the
Is it that voice? Or that voice right there? Sound like a true Western. It sound like a true Western. Or almost sound like Mitch McConnell.
Back to what happens to the MCU. Tom Holland, with of course, don't want to be involved with the reboot of Back to the Future as Marty McFly. Yes, nobody wants that beloved trilogy to be rebooted with Marty McFly and Doc Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox. But, like I say, not even me. I think Tom Holland's making the right call not to be involved with the Back to the Future reboot. And speaking of Tom Holland refusing to do the reboot, he is, however, doing one more Spider-Man before Sony returns him to Sony. Spider-Man 3 will begin filming this summer. Of course, we should be able to get the trailer for the year 2021. However, this will be the last one under the MCU. Even though, recently, Michael Keaton will be involved with Morbius, the anti-hero movie with former Joker Jared Leto, which I thought Joaquin Phoenix did better, to be honest. Did better as the Joker. And speaking of characters, Howard Stark, however, is the only MCU actor to have three actors to be portrayed by three different actors. Well, first with I think with the with the Captain America, the First Avenger, and then Agent Carter, and Captain America Civil War, and Avengers Endgame. And those are three different actors in there. One in the TV, one in the movie. In the movies, oh yeah, that's why it also featured. Oh yeah, I forgot, that actor made his start on Ant-Man as Howard Stark, when Hank Pym, played by Michael J. Douglas, and just whipped one of his workers' sorry ass for insulting his work. And he said, "You just got your ass kicked full size. You'll never see it coming when he's this small." There we go. Alright guys, I'm back, and I'm better than ever, and I'm gonna do the podcast, and for now we're gonna end the episode. Okay guys, this is where I'm gonna end the episode of Marvel Tuesday. It's good to be back, but right now, I'm gonna get some rest, and the weather's blowing, and so I can go home rest. Okay guys, that's really about it, and I will see you guys next time.